My name is Billy Larimore. I'm the technical director for the Madison Opera. So we're standing in the wings on stage right of Overture Hall. This is the farthest down stage location that performers would be entering onto the stage. And we're going to walk out as the performers would and take a look at the audience view that the performers were seeing for a production of Madison Opera or any other. From here you can still see the scenery pretty much as it would be seen from the audience. These huge stone columns in this huge stone church aren't exactly what you perceive to see from the audience point of view. Let's go back and take a look. These stone walls are plywood with texturing, which has been scenically treated to make it appear to be stone walls, the same as the whole church. This big stone tower is, however, a scenic element and pretty much two-dimension. The bracing and the weights prevent the unit from falling over. It's on casters, so that the stagehands in their scene shifts can then take these pieces apart, roll them off stage to bring the next set on. This is marked as the castle backing. This is a flat wall that when you look from the audience point of view, looks like the inside of the doorway of the church itself. All of these units are on wagons that are also castered. These particular ones, it's very interesting. You can push down on this lever and put a pin in, and all of a sudden all the casters go down and pick the piece up, and it can be rolled. When you trip those levers, it allows the scenery to set on the ground so it doesn't roll, and the performers are then a lot safer that way. Right now, this huge space here with the white marks on the floor are what we call the parking areas for the pieces of scenery that are on stage right now. When those pieces of scenery come off and we switch to a new set, those pieces will come and they'll be parked in the same place every show so that the performers backstage will know that there are highway routes to move around backstage, and also that the stagehands that move the scenery always know exactly where to put it, because some scene shifts on this show we only have 2 minutes in front of a black curtain, and it has to be done quietly and it has to be done quick. Here's an interesting section too. Everybody has heard about stage props. This is one of our prop stations which we use in the rehearsal halls. They're packed and then they're brought here and opened up and used backstage. And the props people have all their props in a specific location that's marked just exactly the same way as in the rehearsal hall. So the performers then know where their swords are, they know where all their paper props, the food props, sanitary devices, bags, and everything is stored in its own proper location. Prop. Let's go back this way. So what we have here is the loading dock area of Overture Hall. As you can see, we have scenery set out here that will be stored here until it's needed. And if you look here, we have very large soundproof doors that open up that allow us to keep this area secure and quiet during performances. These doors then will open up for the transfer of this scenery to the scenery that we earlier saw on stage. A lot of people wonder how you make that scenery go up and down. Well, we don't use motors, it's all done manually. And in this theater, like many theaters in the country, the systems are operated by a counterweight Arbor system. There are 2 control locations for the counterweight system in this theater. One is down here on the floor, and the other is 45 feet up in the air, which allows for the flymen that work on the show to be able to be away from the floor and away from all the scenery that's moving around, which makes it safer and less distracting for them.